Good day, everyone, and welcome back to Transport Fever 2. We've been doing a lot of work here, and it's kind of occurred to me that may have made a slight miscalculation here. Uh-oh, hang on, let's pause the game here for a second. That could be problematic. This is actually very bad, because Houston Sawmill was actually part of what we were going to do today. So the thing of it is that we could continue to have this track delivering wood to the tools factory here, specifically planks, that is. The problem is that this line is actually, I know we just put this line in not that long ago, but it needs to shift and connect up here. Also, I gotta redo the road here, but that's small potatoes. That's funny, I don't think we're growing potatoes here. Anyways, so yeah, I do not like this connection like this. Instead, what's going to happen is wood will come down here to the sawmill, planks will then be taken to the tools factory, and then, that's the end of it. Actually, I think we'll keep the line here maybe just so we can get tools, although Houston may want tools. So somehow we're going to have to figure out how we're going to do the tools line here. It might require 2 stations, but for now we can deal with that later. For now, we got to get this going here. So let's focus on this here. This is actually pretty easy. We don't necessarily have to get the planks straight to the sawmill. I mean, from the sawmill to the tools factory. We can just get wood here, and that will satisfy this. And if we change our mind on using this, at least okay, well, we at least had this set up. So that's pretty easy. I spent a lot of money, some of it off camera. I just refined certain parts of the route and stuff. For example, I redid the Y over here because I was looking at it when I was editing the video and stuff, and I was like, why don't I just move it a little further down here? That gives us at least 1 train space between the Ys, and I feel much more comfortable with that there. It's much better. It should impact operations a little less. So hopefully that's good. Right, yeah, let's just focus on saving this, because I didn't even realize that this was happening here. I was probably too busy planting trees in some places. So let's see here. We're going to want a freight depot. And I'll be honest, last time the recording session was so long, and now that we're down to 1 video a week on this series, although that's going to change soon. I'm not going to get too into what's going to happen there, but there will be changes with that. I think what we'll want to do is we'll want to place it about here. We do not want the catenary for this. And we're going to want 2 tracks. Right? Actually, we can get by with a single track, probably. Let's put 1 track in. We might have to do something a little bit wacky here. So one thing to consider is if the station's over here, if we want to keep trains running on the right track, they're going to have to cross over. Whereas if we, it's kind of the same thing that we have going on here. Since trains run on the right, when they come into here, they got to move over. We can probably, it's probably not a big deal. I was just thinking that it might be more efficient to run trains on the left. Because it's going to be taken from this forest here down to the tools factory. But yeah, let's just place 1 track, and we'll place it here. That gives us plenty of room to work. We can probably use. We could maybe use some of the existing here, but I don't think it's worth it. There's really not that much. This is going to be the real problem of setting this up here. let's change the length to 120, and then we'll lengthen it by one segment. Hang on. It's 160. Yeah, sorry. Hang on. I got to think about this here because I actually usually just set down 120. I never thought about the station length here. See, I don't want it going into the hill there, and I don't want to mess with the terrain afterwards. So, all right, we'll just set it to 80 here, and that'll make it easier. Well, actually, hold on, wait. If we set it to 80, yeah, we need it at 120 for both stations. But you know what? We'll work with this. This is fine. So yeah, I think the station needs to go about there. We're going to go into configure here. We're going to cargo buildings. We're going to add R2 on there. And then we're going to extend it where we want it. Oop, cargo, nope. Platforms, cargo. Okay. I don't think we're going to need an extra set of tracks there, but I'm going to set one down there just to make it easier to connect everything up. I'm going to do something similar here. Gotta get out of that first though. Oop, dang it. All right, let's try this again. All right, configure. Place that like that. And then we're going to delete those. We'll draw our line. Oh, no, wait. Oh, that would have been bad. And then we're going to delete those ends. Alright, that's going to be a little bit wonky. I should have maybe put them at an angle. But... Sure. That's fine. I mean, oh, no, that isn't fine. That is, ooh, look at this. It's almost as tall, it's almost as high of a height drop up here as it is wide the road for the crossing arm. What's the slope on it? Well, it doesn't really matter because it's not hauling anything up, so it won't be as bad. Bridge will be fine. We might have to do a little work on it, but yeah, we'll smooth that out. If necessary, we can come off of it here and connect up to there, or put in like, I don't know what that would be called. I've seen something like that once before with a railroad where they did that. I'd kind of consider it like the psi symbol, but all right, well, we don't need this. It would be so much easier if the trains ran on the other side, but that will cause problems with merger if we tie into there and there. That could cause problems. Well, you know what? Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's go against our standards here. Standards were made to be broken. We're breaking standards. It will simplify the construction. We won't have to have a crossover in here. I'll clean up the rest of that later. Ooh, no. There's gotta be a better way of doing this without this massive bridge, but I can't think of anything better to do off the top of my head. Oh, this is what we're living with. Alright, so instead of the tradition of having trains run on the right, trains are going to run on the left through here. I know, how wild. Technically, it doesn't matter, because in real life, you'll have a single track main line, which you know, we'll have passing sightings and stuff. I mean, it really does not matter. I wish games could. I wish you could operate trains more realistically in these games. You know, instead, it's the most efficient thing to do is to set up these double-track dedicated directions. I mean, specifically in Transport Fever 2, yeah, this is the most efficient way to do that. But games like Open Transport Tycoon Deluxe and stuff, not the case actually. It's very hard to get trains to run realistically there. The game just does not like it. The game likes these dedicated tracks and you know, it does not like realistic operation. I have tried many times, and then sometimes I get a little success, but we've pretty much got this hooked up now. So what we can do, we can actually start. Oh, this could get interesting here. So one thing we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to put our signal in here, and let's put it here, and we want it to be one way. Okay, goes in there, comes out here. Think it through before we do. I wish you could, you know, click and drag, you know, to place signals. That would be such a nice feature, and get even spacing when you do it. That doesn't feel too excessive. That feels alright. And then we'll stagger them here since they're occupying the middle part of the track here. Honestly, we probably don't need a signal in there because it's going straight into the station. We do need a signal before the bridge. That's a long stretch there, but that's alright. And I'll figure out my signals for this. And I'll stagger once again signals through here. Skip that one. Alright, that works. So what we're going to do now, we're going to change the orders here. In fact, let's just delete all the existing orders. And what we're going to do is we're going to start from scratch here. Go to there, go to there, go to there. I think it can figure that out. That's pretty simple, especially since, you know... Oh, you know, by doing this, we can really make things more simplified. You're gonna go to track 3. Why won't you go to track 3? Oh, I know why you don't want to go to track 3, because track 3 is not hooked up to anything here. Let's do that. Alright, there we go. Oh, come to think of it, I guess technically well, this is fine. We may do some tweaks later to make that more efficient. Let's see if we actually manage to save it in time here. Oh, we may have locked up the trains here with just a touch. This one here needs to get turned around. Yeah, we're gonna have to build a temporary piece of track here. Get this one going. And we're gonna get you turned around. Oh. Oh, or you could do that. Yeah, that works too. Well done. The train's smarter than me. That works as well. Well done, train. Well done, engineer. You figured out a better solution to that. So yes, it's kind of weird having trains run on the left here. But it's okay. I mean, it's not like it's dedicated anyways. So, hopefully this doesn't come back to haunt us, although we can always shift it over if necessary. It really wouldn't affect things too much. We just basically move this over a bit. And we have to put some switches in. Oh wow, you've already got a nice load of wood. Well done. I'd say this is going to be a nice success. Okay, so with that done, I now want to turn my attention to... there's kind of two things I can do. I can either get the trains running between Victorville, Hampton, and Houston, or I could try and connect Houston up here and complete the loop. I think this is actually going to be the simpler thing to do. We're going to have to decide on some trains, and once we get this hooked up, that could influence certain things on what we're going to do next. Actually, I suppose we should try and get food going from the to the farm here. Fortunately, I have a solution to this. I actually spent a lot of time, just staring at this with the game paused here, and I've come up with a nice little solution to this. So, my first thought, let me pause the game. Actually, I kind of need to just make some money here. But we don't want to go that fast. So, my first thought was, my first thought with this was, okay, well, what if we put a station like this somehow? We'll draw a road and we'll go like this. Because, well, actually, technically, my first thought was to put the station like this. But that didn't work out too well. It's just too far away from the farm no matter where you place it. This does not work. And you don't want to place it like this as well, because look at the slope of that terrain. It is a nightmare. The solution is actually pretty straightforward. Just put a terminus here, like so. And we don't actually need to hook up to the road, so we'll just do that. Yeah, we'll place that like that. We probably won't need 2 tracks, but I'd rather have it and then not need it than not have it and then need it. One of them's a lot easier to deal with. Alright, and so what we're going to do, we're just going to put our crossover in standard 60-120. Alright, that's set up. And good news, everyone, signals here are normal. It's not a special part of the railroad. So that's going to link up to however we run the line through here. So, let's start by connecting this here. We want to just go straight across the river here, I'd say. Switch to that type of bridge. Oh, I hope we aren't sending food this way. Reno might be supplied with that, because currently food coming from Reno, I mean, not exactly reliable. Okay, we're gonna work with it here. If that happens, we'll fix the bridge here somehow. We'll worry about that later. I guess that's, once again, it can be an easy fix if we want it to. So the reason why I want to stop using this line, regardless of what we do, is because we're gonna have to come through here, and I doubt we'll be able to. I doubt we're going to be able to use it easily here. Alright, specifically I think it's going to come through here. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Ooh, it wants to build a tunnel? And then the tunnel exit, well, the tunnel entrance is here. Can we come off of that easily? Ooh, I don't know about this. That's, not quite what I envisioned there. I mean, if it did the tunnel, we could have probably kept the track going this way, maybe. We could have kept this then, possibly. Previously, when I just kind of experimented with this, you know, so I actually looked like I know what I'm doing, although we see how that worked out, it didn't allow me to do a tunnel through there. Now it lets me do a tunnel through there. Well, thank you, game. I thought I was going to look smart there for a moment. Alright, so what we're going to do, I think before we do that, let's get to this point here. I don't know how we need to get to this point exactly. Although that might be... Well, what if I draw it to there? I guess it doesn't matter because it's just a test. We're probably not going to commit to whatever crazy scheme it comes up with here. What does that look like? Again, it wants to do a tunnel. It's really wanting to do the tunnels. How much would this tunnel cost me? $10 million! No way are we spending $10 million on this. That is not happening. I mean, I have $10 million. We could spend $10 million. Where even is this tunnel entrance? I mean, we're still using... in real life, bear in mind, it's going to be, what, another $5 million or something just to add the other half? No. That's a no-go.